Okay, so what a year so far. It's a very interesting year. Um, just with the controversies on, this hip hop artist from Puerto Rico. I mean, I don't like to talk about this, but the truth is that I have been dedicating my life, um, to I'm in the process of mental decolonization, to detoxify the mind because, I feel like European people, they don't really contribute anything. I don't think they contribute anything to society, just they see our culture and, they grab bits and pieces, but obviously they are not capable of, like I say, they don't have soul, that's in other words, to make it simple, to put it simple, they don't have a soul, like, to comprehend, so they have to compartmentalize everything, so they can understand little bits and pieces, and hopefully they can put the password. Hi, Vivian. I don't know if you're following the accident in Dominican Republic. That was like 2 months ago. This hip hop artist and his entire family. I mean, like, so, I mean, I guess you can say I'm a communist, but you have to consider that communism is a ripoff of our own culture. That's it's a ripoff of our own culture. It's just like before, the Europeans, they came out of the caves, after the last ice age, where they basically got destroyed. Their DNA, it's a mess. That's why, it's like dealing with a retard, but that retard is a psychopath, just, no feelings, no remorse. And we are not like that. So we are seeing right now, still the hip hop community, from, I don't even know still what to call us. I know this land used to be Anahuac. Anahuac was, from like Canada to Nicaragua. That's actually what Nicaragua mean. Nicaragua mean, oh my God, another helicopter. And you see, I know that's a plane. That's a plane. I'm now like, no, because I've seen like 3 helicopters like right in front. And they're quiet. Of course I have the windows closed. They're quiet as a mouse. It's helicopters. And I know, now they don't have 4,000 pixels. I think it's more like 20,000 pixels. So they can definitely see you in super duper extra HD. Just really scary because that's what they're feeding, the supercomputers. Let me get some water. Sorry. So, there's that, you see the devastation even through the drugs, even through the alcohol. You can see the devastation because, this spirit is no longer here the way he used to be and used to move a lot of people. Trust me, I got to see his music a couple of times, on 116th Street in El Barrio. And it's an effing mob scene. It's what they call a mob scene, basically. I mean, problematic, yes, of course, but I mean, we are conquered people. We are conquered people. This airline, I mean, this is one of the things that get me, now. I mean, because I mean, let's be real. Most of the hip hop community, whatever, they're laughing at people like me, I mean, like, dedicating my life to, what most people consider bullshit. And the reason I'm not a communist is because, oh no, that's another plane. Yeah. Yeah, those are planes. I'm like, oh my God, they have footage of me. I was like, because when you have like 20,000 pixels, you can, crop and crop the picture, close ups, and you still get, a lot of dimensions. Scary, just to see all the subway stations, I mean, and the subway trains, with fluorescent light, So they're like shameless. They're like, oh, we want to have, a lot of light so our special cameras can, see you and recognize you wherever you are in every borough. All right, so, oh my God, there's so much to talk about. But I think most of the people are not ready for it. I mean, still love whites with a passion. I mean, just look at DR. Come on, you got the Bible in your flag. Might as well say, I love my master. How about that? It's the same stuff. It is the same stuff. I mean, so basically they gave us a book and we gave them everything. We gave them our land. So that trade-off, I like this song. So that trade-off got to be reversed. That's it, like they say in Africa, reverse the maafa. We must reverse the maafa and go back, I mean, I'm just a bump in the road. Come on, from hundreds of thousands of years we've been on this planet. And I mean, of course, we don't look the same way we used to look before because we've been downgraded, we've been whitewashed, into this pale skin. But we're still at that age that, the internal melanin is there. I mean, you can see it a lot of, I mean, in many, many, many ways, But it just said if I want to continue broadcasting, so the censorship is off the hook. So that means I've probably been talking to myself for like the last 10 minutes. Okay, so I try. Maybe you're not ready, like I said, I mean, it all seemed to me like, you know what I mean? That, because I mean, how can I see so much pain and not say, damn, this system that treat us like objects, to have the airline said that it was his fault because he insisted on taking that plane. I mean, it just don't get, more racist than that. Because they're not gonna go, with the crackers and go like, hey, you are what? Of course not. We don't even look at them in the eyes. That's how scared we are. It's like, we are pathetic. I mean, to say the least. That's to say the least. So, yeah, corporations, that's, I mean, This is not even hip hop's first encounter with corporations. Not even. Not even. Obviously, they sign contracts and they every day they get up there bleep every day. They keep quiet, and continue to make these videos to lying to people. Just lying, especially to the little kids. You're lying to the little kids. You want to say something? So get the fuck out of here. Oh, lady, get out of here with your damn phone. This is very serious. I mean, like, this is like dead serious because it's demoralizing to see that. They say supposedly the pain, awaken you. Pain make you, react. Allegedly. That's what they say. But obviously it don't. Obviously it don't, because nothing have changed. It's like everybody, just going back to their hustle. Stupid hustle. I mean, it's like, and you see, I mean, how is that something, that's something unacceptable to us? And we are pretending that we accept those atrocities. I mean, I'm not going to say it was the airline or whatever, but they took his jewelry. And apparently that was real jewelry, not like the one in the music videos, I mean, some of it is not even music no more, because as we lose the melanin, we lose the music. and that's how sometimes people, even when they got melanin outside, you see, well, they don't got melanin inside because that's not music. I mean, I'm not talking about the lyrics, I'm talking about music. And actually, the lyrics are supposed to be music. It's supposed to be just part of the music, not the music over there and the voice over here, no. But, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, like, wow. They describe, like, char-broiled body, calcinated and, just. And of course, that's what capitalism is all about, the capital. The capital. Well, sometimes, that's how, supposedly, that's how they start. They get into hip hop because of the capital. They want money, 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 money. And then, of course, they get them into drugs. They get them into drugs and, and my father just died last year, so. And he was an alcoholic, and yeah, he was scary. I mean, I don't know. I just don't even make any sense, because the staff is not going to get in a plane unless, I guess, they cannot be that dumb to let somebody else work on their plane. That's your plane. That's the one that you fly. You want to have it 100%. I mean, like, probably, yeah. They have, mechanicals. They have mechanics that go and I guess they fix the plane. Well, even if so, I mean, you as as a staff, you, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, it's like we're shooting ourselves in the foot every day, even allowing, what they're doing to the sky, it's so tragic, because I mean, we depend on the sun. You guys don't even realize how much crops we have lost. Very little productivity because, you're not going to get, harvest. It's not going to be abundant when there's no sun. You're probably going to get half if you're lucky. So what that tell you? Tell you they want to bring us to our knees. We should already be on our knees, but their propaganda and the whole trauma, re-traumatization of the population, I guess it just make us react really weird, I know I react weird sometimes because, sometimes after trauma, especially, personal, other people's trauma, I can, but my own, it take me months or years. So I might be crying, sometimes 3 years later. I might be crying 3 years later for something that happened 3 years ago. We started to not make sense, and that's kind of scary because we don't have normal reactions. And when we don't have normal reactions, yeah, well, you gotta check with the shrink. No, like, obviously, you know, we send the wrong signals and then produce a lot of, negative feelings, And why people do shit to us? Well, because we are sending the wrong signals out. Oh, and another thing that is getting really big, like, the crackers use that word, pervasive. Pervasive. I looked it up and that should mean like, everywhere. Instead of say everywhere, sometimes you say pervasive. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. So pervasive. So, I really want to be optimistic and say, I'm hoping, because sometimes that's all it takes is like 2-3 people, to, that they actually have the charisma. It's not like a lot of times people you see like, why her? Why him? It's like, whatever. Well, it just happened. Energy is very specific and very, it is when it is. It happened when it happened, and at least we have forgotten, how to not control energy, but how to, how do you say that? Flow with the energy, not have our energy against us. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god, I just discovered I touched this thing and the letters got really big. So now I can see. Isn't that crazy? Oh, okay. Oh, that's for effects. So, whatever. No, continue. Anyway, I wanted to show you my little princess. I guess I just have to turn the light. Oh, this one actually do have it. This one have a flashlight. There she is. Hi, Maxille. Psst, Maxille. You don't say hi? Ocelot. Oh my god, this old lady is the best. Anyway, You see, like tonight, I don't even like to. I mean, like sometimes I mind, sometimes I don't mind, but I really don't like to take a lot of people into my house, in spite of what you might believe. I think I touched what I wanted to. Just put it down so I can have a good night's sleep, because sometimes it's just like, if you don't talk about it, just, you get to have, poor sleep, poor sleep. You end up having, I mean, I'm sad, just because of the fact that, I forgot this. um, I mean, I don't see, I did some searches. I don't see people saying, like, hey guys, we're going into, we are getting too Roman, and we know what happened to the Roman Empire. We know what happened to the Roman Empire, and it all seemed like, according to what the cracker tell us, because that's his story. That's his story. That's what they call it, history, because that's his story. I try not to, but it's almost impossible, because in every country they're always curating and see, like, oh, this is what we can see. This is how we can see it. This is when we can see. Oh my God, control freaks. There's nothing in the planet right now that have not been paid for, produced, directed, or whatever, by the peons, or the wazungu, as they call them in Tanzania. So, but that part is depressing, because come on, like, I'm gonna continue looking at videos. That's why I stopped watching videos about Flo. Was it Flo? Yeah, Flo, la movie. I stopped watching the videos. It's like, because so far I have not seen a single one. Like, oh my God, are we touching bottom yet? So we have not touched bottom yet as a society. And that's the depressing part of this whole thing, Even as, you see an entire family wiped out. And I don't even know about the other families, they must be devastated too. They must be devastated, like, like the airline want to make it sound as if it was, I don't know, scary, and he forced them to get into that plane. Not the other one, this one. I just hope the airline actually got some evidence of what they're talking about, because it's outrageous just to disclose this, and the way they disclose it, like, whatever. In between lawyers, again, they talk, only God knows what they talk, the lawyers, but to have the nerve actually to put it out there, we don't read, and maybe that's what have actually saved us, that we don't read, and so we have not ingested a lot of propaganda, a lot of whatever because they want us to, if we read, they want us to read this and this and that, which is, it's like a whole brainwashing thing. But I was surprised somebody read the whole thing. Because you see a lot of times people, they don't, oh my God, I didn't even see that video. Say good night. Yeah, it's past bedtime. It's a past bedtime, you know. I subscribe to this blog on, you know, via email. And, you know, I try not to look at a lot of things because it's like, wow, just, I mean, I don't know, we can actually get, you know, saturated or oversaturated of information and BS. But I feel like sometimes like, well, come on, you know, I mean, I guess I have a great mind in that sense, you know, because I like to read a lot of, you know, African Twitter. You know, I try to read every day, and, you know, it's always stuff that we gotta learn because a lot of the stuff they practice in Africa before they apply over here, you know, it's just like, and see, they do, you know, tests, you know, dry runs or whatever they call it. They practice it to see how much people can tolerate, how much, you know, this and that. And I mean, like, in these past 2 years, unfortunately, we don't even realize, you know, what legislations have passed. The same way you know, somebody read, you know, those documents from the airline. We need to read everything about these laws because, I mean, the you know, when the Twin Towers, that's all I'm gonna say. You know the rest. They told us it was gonna be only for a few months. You know, the Patriot Act, and actually that thing is getting more and more invasive. So now, a lot of people suspected it was like, was it like 2.0? And so that's something, you know, we gotta look and see if somebody actually read them and, you know, what they read and see like, oh, you know, because I'm just afraid that now they can use, you know, jabbings for any excuse. For any excuse. You know, you know, you want this, you want to work here, you want to, you know, you know, like, jabba jabba do. They're gonna poke you. And just the devastating, the most devastating part is the children. Because, I mean, you can argue here 3 days, 3 weeks, you know. You cannot argue with me that we've been dumbed down. We've been dumbed down a lot. And, you know, it's just, like they say, you know, it's, by not allowing us to see reality and distorting everything, like, you know, a lot of people, they feel like, oh, I'm free. I'm free. Oh, you see, oh yeah, I'm flying from one country to another country to another country. For how long? You see what I did to the tennis player? You know, millionaire or billionaire, I don't even know how rich he is. And even so what they did to him? They put him in jail twice. They humiliated him. They parade him around town, shit like that, just to flex their muscles. You know, it just, You gotta learn, what it is. Totalitarianism. That shit, it's like no joke, and it get instituted because a lot of times people, they just say like, oh hell no, Cassandra, whatever, this bitch is hormonal, whatever. But if you do, searches and you stay tuned in, to the whole planet, you see there's a lot of voices. There's a lot of voices saying, you know, shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right. Sorry, I don't even know what that is. Well, I know what that is. Let me water. That's what it is. Oh, this shit is pissing me off. Every 2 minutes is asking me, you want to still continue broadcasting? I'm telling you, censorship is just like ridiculous. And people like, yeah, I'm okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, you know? Oh my God. And then there's religion and their love for pink Jesus. It's like, oh my God. Anybody wants nails? I got tons of nails I gotta get rid of. I'm growing them first so I can see them and I can scoop them out. Oh my God. It's quite an experience. They destroy all my plants, so I gotta get new plants. Look at that one. Yeah, the poor fish they put out with it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? If we only realize how evolved, those who we call animals are, it's like unbelievable. I got birds, I got the fish tank, I got 2 cats. So, learning, because that's the real, beginning of learning. Because the biggest scam they did to us was, convincing us to say, oh, you gotta learn. And they say the only way to learn is reading. No, you have to experience it. You have to be it. You have to be it. You have to be it. If you want to learn, you have to be it. There's no book that's gonna tell you, Unfortunately, everybody's already been fooled. So now, everybody, oh, I know everything. I got a master's, PhD, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna take their hint and sign out. Later.